right, hey, yo, what's going on, all my gamers, all my reaction gamers? Chat, from one call out to another, right? Well, I guess Reddit didn't really call out a lot, but still, I've been wanting to get in on this controversy, but I wanted to give it a few more days just to really get the right video and hopefully compile a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about. And luckily, this Red video has a lot of the Charlie and Hasan collar gate, which I don't know why it's gate at the end of everything. My audio engineer brain can't handle it. But yeah, Hasan Called Out Moistcritikal and it backfired horribly. Wow. Anyways, let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here.
Up,
So
bro?
now we're entering day
what it
3
is.
of what's been called Collargate, where Hasan
So
Piker's been
stupid, bro.
trending nonstop
Hasan
due
Piker!
to allegations that he used a shock collar on his dog Kaya live on Twitch.
Oof.
Now, since then, he has come out with very unconvincing evidence saying that he did not do this, that the collar was simply a vibrating collar. But a lot of people are not buying what he's trying to sell here, and now Hasan has resorted to the ultimate cope, where he is now saying, how dare you criticize me for potentially using a shock collar on my dog while there's a literal genocide going on.
I feel like I gotta know the kind of person that actually works on, bro. Legitimately. Surely people aren't dumb enough to be like, oh my god, you're so right. I'm gonna stop what I'm doing immediately because you said that there's something happening, some tragic things are happening in one part of the world. Okay. A lot of things are happening in the world. A lot of tragic things are happening on Earth. You know why? Because, like Dio said, it's the world. It's kind of happened. You know, it's unfortunate. The world is, you know, unfortunately a terrible place. But you know, you gotta keep going on. That's all I know.
Yes, he is using the plights of Palestinians as a shield once again, but this time he's using it to try to dismiss any criticism of his treatment of his dog, Kaya.
Okay.
And now, as we're going to see in this video, he is lashing out against content creators like Asmongold and Moistcritikal, who dare to defy the Matrix.
I remember that Charlie put out a video on it, and I was gonna watch the Charlie video, but I wanted to get Hasan's response and Charlie's reaction to it in the initial part in one video. So that's why I really picked this video. But the coming after Asmongold part, that part's not really surprising. You know, he loves Asmongold. Chat, there's gotta be a Wattpad yaoi fanfic between Hasan and Asmon, right? Surely someone's done it by now. There's just too much tension between them not to do it. But who's gonna take who? They probably take turns. Probably Hasan.
And actually criticize this dude for what he's doing.
Right.
And a lot of people are just done.
Including
some Hasan sycophants. And like I said yesterday, it's really sad that it took this action where he's using a shock collar on his dog for some people to wake up and say, what is this dude's problem? What is up with this guy? And it's sad again that it took this recent series of events, but at least some people are opening their eyes. Now, Hasan has been doing...
Okay, I really don't like... Okay, the one thing that happened... Okay, whatever, let's keep going.
His best to act like this is not bothering him.
What is
He came out with this post, memeing on the situation, promoting his stream, and a lot of people are, well, they're not too impressed with this, and he asked this question earlier today, saying, is there anyone out there who thinks their lives are getting better under this administration? I get Twitter is the worst place to ask this, but seriously. And as Nux says, the Palestinians think so, and that's a development we'll talk about later in this video. And another one.
I got a raise. That's kind of cool. Well, I mean, I get a raise every year. It's part of our contract under the union, but I got a raise. It's kind of cool. I'm going on vacation next week. That's gonna be fun. Chat. I'm going to TwitchCon. I'm gonna have fun.
Saying they're not
Maybe.
electrocuting us
If anything,
with shock.
if anything, I'm at the very least gonna come back relaxed. Cause I'd be kind of feeling it in my arms sometimes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of heavy boxes. We're doing a lot of juggling of heavy packages out here, but it's okay.
Dollars when we move around a little bit. So, and Smash JT says your dog's life certainly isn't. A lot of people are not happy, including funny. Elon Musk, who's been on a bit of a.
Oh my gosh, bro. Okay, well, you could say what you want. You can have your opinions about Hasan, about what's going on and everything with the dog collar and the collar gate, quote unquote. Bro, these memes, they're just so funny, bro. I've never laughed so hard at anything involving Hasan before in my life. That's pretty impressive. They actually made him pretty funny. That's kind of hard to do.
A revenge arc trying to get Hasan in trouble legally and socially. And he made this response.
It's
to
like those dogs from Genshin that like use guns,
guys.
Or that use swords.
This is canon. Okay, Kaya got revenge. Okay,
I believe
this is a real image.
I think after Hasan yelled at her to stay in the corner and called her a crybaby, I think that's when she got her vision. She's using her electro vision.
At least I wish it was. But of course, like I said earlier, Ethan Klein would point this out on Instagram. Hasan is now using the plight of Palestinians to defend himself against animal abuse allegations, saying, referring to his dog, she has no idea she's been the most famous dog on the internet over the past 2 days because of a
She is a cute dog, bro. I will say that. She is such an adorable pupper. I love dogs. I'm not really... Actually, I do love dogs, but I'm not much of a dog person. I think it's just because we have too many cats in the house, so I don't know which one of them will get along. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, the cats themselves don't really get along, but I do love dogs. Usually they have to stay in the backyard, but I love them. They're so silly. Just look at them. They don't have a thought between they don't have a thought between those eyes, and they're just happy. How could you hate something being that happy, Chad? I don't know.
Coordinated.
I love dogs.
Far right / pro-Israel slander campaign. Just when you thought this guy...
There's no way you could be that happy talking about inserting politics into stuff 24/7, right? Well, I guess he is because he's rich, but still, can you? Is that really fun? I mean, I insert gotcha games in anything, but I'm having fun with gotcha games, right?
Couldn't get any lower. He digs another 10 feet deep. This is absolutely shameless and pathetic, but don't worry. He's got plenty of people trying to defend him under these exact terms he has set out. So here we have the popular content creator Valkyrie. And she has decided to use her 2.9 million followers on Twitter to defend this guy. And she recently, in a clip on Twitch, described how, well, Hasan's the victim. And there's a literal genocide going on right now. And how dare you criticize Hasan during a time like this?
Oh yes, I have seen the Kaya stuff, and let me tell you, Kaya is, well, first of all, the clip did look horrible. The clip was really bad.
I'm glad everyone at the very least can come together and admit that the clip looks really bad. What happened and what really happened could only be known between Hasan and Kaya. Do I believe he shot the doggo? I'm just saying it looks pretty convincing. But at the very least, the one thing that everyone, I think even Hasan agrees with this too, everyone can agree, it looks pretty bad.
It was so bad. And it's understandable why everyone was freaking out about it, but I can verify that Kaya is the most loved and spoiled and just the most well-trained and best little baby or big baby that I don't think well-trained is really
I think well-trained is gonna stop her from having that shock collar on, bro. But sure, go ahead.
Ever seen. So, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. You would think that this kind of outrage, we would have seen it towards like the genocide and stuff, but
Can she point out, like, I cannot. All right, I'm gonna say that first and foremost. Again, what's important to me is the streets. So I can tell you that I cannot do this. Can Valkyrie point out on the map where Palestine is? That's what I want to know. Because these are so... I'm not buying it, chat. I'm not buying these responses. Everyone? You're telling me everyone just so happens to bring this up. I guess it's because they think it's probably going to work, right? When Hasan's in panic mode and, you know, you got to have everyone on the same page. It's kind of like, you know, when your boys and you get taken in for questioning, you all got to have the same story and be on the same page. I feel like that's what's happening because everyone just so happens to mention that there's this going on in the world. It's too convenient, bro. I'm not buying it. I'm too skeptical about it, bro. I don't like it.
You know, this priorities in this world are not where they should be.
You know, the worst thing...
Why don't you prioritize my nuts? I'm sorry, that's too far. That's inappropriate.
That could ever happen is moments like this where today the big development is that there was a peace deal brokered in part by Donald Trump, where there is a peace deal in Gaza and thousands of Palestinians have returned to northern Gaza. Ooh. And this is a good development. It's not the ends to the entire situation, but a lot of people are...
I just want people to be safe and be able to live. That's all I really want for the world. Just let people just let people be people and live in the world. That's my 2 cents on everything. Just everyone be safe. Everyone look out for each other. That's all I got.
Seeing this as something promising and something to celebrate, but this is the worst thing for people like Hasan Piker, and I guess Valkyrie as well, because they would hate to see peace because they can no longer use what's happening in Palestine.
This is so inappropriate. Bro, this guy's hair is on point, bro. That fade, that guy got that fade before coming out here. You can tell. His line is crisp, bro. This man is looking good. This man came out here looking fly. This dude's smiling on everyone right now. That's why the camera's on him.
As a shield for things they're being criticized for. But Valkyrie would come back with a very brave tweet. Let's give credit where credit is due. This is the bravest tweet I've ever seen in my life. So, virtue signaling, she says this: F ICE, F this genocide, F pedos, F animal abuse, free Palestine, and congrats, Jason, whoever this is, for hitting 100,000 subs. Guys, hold on.
Probably Jason the Pain, right? That guy from FaZe, Jason the Pain. I think it's him.
I'm backing up in my chair. I'm standing. You can't see, but I'm standing. Let's all stand for Valkyrie. And let's give her a round of applause.
Wait, he's getting lower.
What a brave soldier this woman is. This is absolutely stunning and brave. Thank you so much, Valkyrie. You have ended suffering across the world with this very bold tweet, which is very ironic.
Again, this is why you just gotta put the content in the bag, bro. Don't give your opinion on nothing. Just put the laughs, put the entertainment, put the feel good in the bag, chat, because you don't want to ask people who probably can't even point at what it looks like on the map. So,
and the fact that she's talking about, like, you know, F animal abuse. Well, in the clip she just mentioned, she said, I know this looks really bad. And of course, she's going to ignore all the evidence like this, showing that Hasan likely doctored the collar that he is presenting as just a simple vibrating collar, even though he seems to have taken the prongs off that use electricity, and he also put electrical tape on it to cover up his attempt to make this look like an innocent, simple collar. But of course, more clips are resurfacing. Yesterday we saw a very disturbing clip where he told his dog he was going to end it live in front of everyone, and then grabbed it by its tail and dragged it And now we have some more clips that are resurfacing that do not make Hasan Piker look very good.
50,000 people are locked behind fucking bars for being
context, he is talking about Alinity throwing her cat live on Twitch. PS, why does his voice sound different?
born in a different country. So 50,000 people are locked.
Do not make Hasan Piker look very good.
50,000 people are locked behind fucking bars for being born in a different country. So
I don't think his voice sounds different. I think he's just speaking differently. Like I myself, I know when I talk into this mic, especially because I can hear myself in my headphones, I talk a little bit different. And do I? No, I don't even know if I sound different, but I'm gonna sound different on this mic than on that mic because snowballs are really, really bad, like compared to my SM7B. So I'm gonna sound different here, especially because I have my, I have my waves going, right. What's the plugin I have on? I forgot what it's called. It's called my SSLG channel, right? So it's gonna have a little bit more warmth to my voice. I feel like a lot of people just sound different on different mics, which is, the point of them. That's why they're different mics. This is a podcast mic. This is kind of a more general all-around mic. So he's going to sound different.
Well, excuse me for not giving a about some.
Oh, my God. Also, his room is so open with not a lot of... All the reverb is bouncing around in his room. Like, I have a lot of... his room currently, because he has so much stuff in it, the sound is not going to bounce around as much. Dude, this is bouncing so bad.
Twitch streamer eating her fucking cat. Like Ricky Gervais is tweeting about this shit. Are you fucking joking? Like where is the priority for human beings?
No, please, Valkyrie, please explain to us how your buddy Hasan Piker is innocent when he's doing stuff like this. What is the explanation? I
didn't even know he knew Alinity.
For Valkyrie to explain to us the context and why this is okay. But of course, there's more tweets and clips of Hasan resurfacing, including this one, where he has a prong.
Why does he look... Dude, his hair is going. He looks like... He unironically looks older in this old clip. Weird.
Right in front on display for the stream. And if you're like, who's this guy? That is Hasan Piker. He's had some very interesting looks over the years. Honestly, he looks like an Adam Sandler character. Like he looks like some forgettable Adam Sandler movie from like 15 years ago where he was
Daddy's Boy,
some sort
I
of
guess?
like a cheesy dude. That's what he looks like back then in whatever arc.
Definitely not one of the classics,
of course,
like The Longest Yard.
That account that I just shared, Hasan's old tweets, has been report bombed by Hasan's sycophants to the point of being temporarily restricted.
He keeps saying that, and I feel like that's not a real word.
That's odd. Smart enough. I mean, why would you be ashamed of things that you said in the past? Well, of course, people don't want to see the truth in all of the
That's probably not going to stop him either, because
they're
going to find...
Years, but Hasan's having a bit
That's
of
not going to stop him, because that guy has probably all that stuff archived, so...
moment. He's a bit confused why people are so angry at him. And I don't have to play this clip. He basically says, why didn't Destiny's recent scandals get the same amount of attention that his recent scandal is getting? And Donut Operator makes the very simple and obvious observation here saying,
right,
everyone with half a brain cell effing hates both of you.
I think, there's very few people that the majority of the internet collectively hates. It's like Hasan and his orbiters have just been running amok to the point where I don't even want to stream on Twitch anymore, to be honest, bro. If they can get away with what they're doing, well, it's a number of things, right? The ads, the way that VTubers are treated, people being able to give birth, but you can't show hips as a VTuber. A lot of things have been piling up that makes me just not want to stream on Twitch. Him as well, him and his orbiters is like, it just shows favoritism, and favoritism is just something really I just don't really like, right? I prefer YouTube where it's like no one's the favorite. They hate everybody. But it's just no one really likes these people, bro. It's not so much that Destiny I think people were hating on Destiny as well. Like Destiny definitely had a big spotlight on him. But that was like, I don't know, a week or two ago. That was like, the internet has very, very short-term memory, right? This is something that is going to come up because this just happened. People are not going to talk about Destiny anymore, especially if it happens to an animal. You know, the internet really, really loves animals, and when anytime an animal gets mistreated or disrespected in any kind of way, everyone's just going to like jump on that person.
That's all there is to it. This guy is living in an echo chamber. He's delusional. He doesn't realize how much people dislike him. And he's trying to compare himself to Destiny. Like, if you need to use Destiny as a sort of comparison point for how much you are hated or not hated, you're already losing. You're losing. And that's
both Destinies, by the way, the streamer and the game Destiny 2. I feel like no one plays Destiny 2 anymore.
All he has to fall back on.
Which is a shame. It feels so amazing
in
that
Palestine,
that game.
And then that doesn't work, so then he brings out Destiny. It's so ridiculous. Now, another person who had a lot to say about Hasan is Moistcritikal, Charlie.
Dude, even so normally, I feel like there would be a lot of review or like bombing when it comes to a video from another YouTuber. But dude, look at Charlie. It's 158,000 to 4K. Like, you can barely even see it in the dislike bar. Like, this is probably the most disliked video that Charlie has, and it's only like 4K. It's pretty wild. It feels like there's not a lot of people on Hasan's side anymore. And I don't blame him, bro. Like, at a certain point, you're just not self-aware enough to realize that just people don't like you. I don't even care about politics, and I don't like this guy. I really don't like him. And it don't even have to do with politics. It just has to, well, it kind of does, but still, it has to do with just how unhinged and he is, and like how much he gets away with. Like, I don't like, why would you ever like this guy?
Who came out with this video the other day with 3 million views.
Right.
Basically condemning Hasan Piker, saying he believes that it was a shock collar that he used on his dog Kaya, and that what he did is completely wrong.
Right.
But now Hasan has seen this.
Also, I feel like it shouldn't be a surprise that Charlie would come out and talk about this because Charlie is very, very big on animals and animals being mistreated. He actually brings a lot of attention to people who mistreat their animals, especially streamers. Like that one streamer on Kick not too long ago, I think he ended up getting arrested, but I felt like no one else was really talking about it. But Charlie is usually always on it when it comes to streamers mistreating their animals. So this is not really a surprise that Charlie would talk about something like this, especially with a dog, especially when it looks this bad. Like you cannot tell me it looks good, right? Like if it looked fine, I doubt anyone would really care.
Wait a minute. You can't criticize me. I'm Hasan Piker.
Hasan Piker!
He released this
I really like saying that.
cope. This last-ditch effort to throw Charlie under the bus for daring to go against the king of Twitch. That is Hasan Piker.
Even breathe in the direction of Moist, if I were you, to be honest. I mean, he put his stake on this, okay? He was like, oh,
he's
enough
putting
people
his
shit on him. It's good enough. It's like obviously not a it's obviously, no matter how narrative it is, if a clip looks bad enough, then he will go with it, and he will just use these guys all these guys basically farm Reddit for talking points, and Reddit can so easily be botted and manipulated. And
it's never like, we just saw that video of Alana, bro. It's never botted in the opposite direction. Like, it's never botted in a direction where Hasan looks bad, right? It probably does. Like, even now, bro, even Charlie's own Reddit started talking about this, and they're like criticizing Charlie because it's Reddit, right? Like, Reddit is very much on his side. So I don't know why he's talking about Reddit.
I don't think we're ever gonna get ahead of that. There's just nothing we can do. Bro, he said you're abusing Kyle. Like, no way, fuck him. Yeah, I mean, if he thinks that he can suck my dick.
Okay.
Weird how quiet he was about literal pedophilia in certain communities. I mean, it took him 2 years to fucking come out and be like, yeah, the genocide is happening and it's really bad, actually. So.
Oh my God, bro. We have things to do.
Good streak lately. He genuinely cares about dogs. He talks about how much he cares about dogs and pets all the time. So do I, dumb. That's the reason why I'm pissed off. That's the reason why I'm annoyed. He could just like.
Yeah, but here's where it gets different. Charlie has never been on screen a single time doing something terrible to an animal. You have years, you have clips dating back years of you saying bad things about your dogs. You know what I'm saying? This is probably why it's a different look for both of you. You have Charlie, who just basically does nothing, and I don't even know when. Actually, the last time he was in the controversy was probably with, like, what? Sneeko? And even then, he skirted by. Right? Like, you're not really going to convince people that Charlie is a bad guy.
Ironically.
And no one would believe it anyways. He's just a chill guy. He's literally just the chill guy meme.
Reach out and be like, hey, what's going on here? Like, what was this about? This clip looks bad.
I don't think he doesn't have the pull he thinks he does. Like, what's like, why would he think that Charlie would even have to check in with him before he makes a video? Like, bro, you gotta check in with me before making this video. Like, no, why would you think of that? Like, what's his Hasan Abi has you have 1.7 mil subs on YouTube with his latest video having 30K, 23K, 49K, 49K, 58K. Obviously the one where he talks the one where he gets the most views is the one with Asman. That's pretty funny. But bro, Charlie has 17 million subs, and the video he made on you got millions of views. He doesn't check in with you. You check in with him. You know what I'm saying? There's a pecking order here. You're not at the top of it, big dog. I'm just going to be real with you.
You know what I mean? Hey, Hasan, I know we've been around one another before. We've actually been around one another, and a lot of the people that I know that I'm around all the time and do content with have not only been around you, but also been around Kaya. He could have just fucked up, not me, but any number of different people to be like, hey, do you think there's any veracity? Do you think there's any veracity to these claims? Not just like, don't ask me directly. Do your due diligence. Why the f do you go to Reddit for talking points, dumbass? Fucking moron are you? It's insane to me.
You don't have to go to Reddit. You can do it on Twitter. You can do it anywhere else. Why is he's so stuck on Reddit? I wonder why. Why is he so stuck on Reddit?
That like this.
I guess I didn't watch Charlie's video, so that's probably there's probably a reason for it.
This is what goes for like doing commentary on the internet. It's just like, oh, these are the Reddit threads from some of the most like schizophrenic people you've ever actually.
I guess I do commentary videos, dude. All my commentary videos are on all my materials on YouTube or on Twitter. None of it's on Reddit. My Gotcha channel has more Reddit on it than this.
Encountered. This is all it takes.
Should I do Reddit reactions?
He said you hide the bad stuff from your friends.
More stuff, dude. I know. Like people do that, like Alana.
He said I hide.
I don't believe. I don't think he said that, did he? Actually, it's Hasan's chat. It's Hasan's chat. I would believe that he believed it, and Charlie not say that. Like he gets gaslit by his channel a lot. Or he gets gaslit by his chat like a lot, and I don't know how. He gets misinformation.
He did it again, ladies and gentlemen. He blamed all of this on the ongoing genocide in Palestine. He said, "How dare you, Moistcritikal? How dare you, Charlie, say anything about me when there's a literal genocide going on?" Like I said earlier, bro. The worst thing that could ever happen to people like Hasan.
Can I use that to call off? I mean, obviously, I have, you know. Like, when they try to write me up at work when I got COVID, could I have just been like, yeah, but, like, there was a literal genocide going on. What do you want me to do? Not stay home? You know what I'm saying? Plus, I had COVID.
Piker is peace in Palestine because he would lose his most valuable defense that he is worn out to oblivion at this point. And it's so funny. He's talking about Charlie and basically saying, how could you ever say this about me while this is happening? How dare you? And saying that he's getting his talking points from Reddit. Dude, you are Reddit. You and your community, you are Reddit. I've said this before, and I'll say it again.
I guess he's also saying it like I was saying
People talk about extremism across social media platforms.
Bro, it's bad.
One of the worst places is Reddit.
It's so bad.
Reddit is Team Hasan, okay? They are the ones who are the biggest supporters of Hasan.
It's like if I were to choose, I think TikTok is now starting to lean more towards the center, which that's what I like to see. I hate seeing one taken over by the other. Actually, maybe it might not be. It's still hard to tell whether TikTok is starting to shift. It used to not. It's really bad. I even got, like, when I talked about the anime, no politics in anime, I got a lot of pushback on TikTok. And when I talked about the Sydney Sweeney thing, I got pushback on TikTok as well. But I think like the places where he would get the most support has to be Blue Sky and Reddit. I wouldn't know about Threads. I don't think anyone knows about Threads. But yeah, those two places. Instagram don't care. Does anyone notice that? No one really cares on Instagram. There's like no community on Instagram. It's pretty funny.
And the fact that he thinks Moistcritikal
Charlie Critical?
Somehow getting talking points from Reddit. Dude, you are completely flipping things upside down. Isn't that like a talking point of communists? Where they say basically accuse your enemy of what you're doing yourself. That's literally what Hasan is doing. And he's acting like there's no way that Moistcritikal could ever say this stuff. And just shoot me a DM. How could you get to this conclusion, Charlie? Well, Charlie has eyes. He has functioning eyeballs. Where he saw something happen in front of him live on Twitch and said, whoa, there's a very easy conclusion to reach here. And it's that Hasan used a shock collar on his dog for simply moving out of its bed slightly. Charlie, who's always blamed for being a fence sitter, took a side. He decided, probably against his own best wishes, to speak out against Hasan.
I think the only time Charlie ever comes off the fence is when he talks about aliens. This is pretty based.
Because he cares.
Aliens
because he
cool.
cares about the safety of animals. And he saw this and said, that doesn't look right. That's bad.
Yeah.
And Hasan, who's been under a bubble, protected for so long, cannot believe anyone would do this. Now, also, just saying, Moistcritikal, he turned off all donation options
That's pretty cool.
on Twitch and other platforms. And he said, go to other content creators. So, you know, why not here? Yeah, we're going full grift. I'm going to be called a grifter every single day. There it is.
Moistcritikal, let's turn off all donation options to ask viewers not to cancel their Twitch subscriptions. Dude, how can you hate Charlie, bro? He's so cool. He's such a good guy.
But all jokes aside, Ethan Klein would come out sharing this clip. This is the weirdest clip I think I've ever seen of Hasan. So right now, context. He's mad at Moistcritikal for making a video criticizing him. So he says this.
Let's hear it.
And did you see Charlie's video on you? Seemed kind of bad faith. I don't care. I have not. Charlie, Moistcritikal is afraid of getting on a fucking plane.
Okay, he has a phobia of flying. What? Oh my god, bro. This dumbass, this dude this is all he does. He'll find anything about you and then he'll just start running with it. Obviously, Charlie has a phobia of flying. That's been documented. He said it thousands of times. Why did you just say it like it's a negative thing? Like that says something about his character. What? Bro, what is wrong with you? And if he doesn't do that, he's making shit up half the time. But that's him, bro. That's why I don't like him. Bro, you don't ask me why I don't like this dude. Don't ask me that. You know why. You can see why. This is not someone who should be liked, bro. This is not someone who should be platformed. This is not someone who should be posturing himself as one of the people, bro. He's not one of the people. Look at him, bro. Pendejo.
Huh? That's your response to Charlie?
Sorry, it was a loud video. I had to
saying
turn it
all
down.
these things in a very long video.
Hope he doesn't
The
play anymore because
response
that was
from
very
Hasan
loud.
is saying you're afraid of going on planes. What kind of middle school response is this? That's the best you got? That's the best response to everything is you're afraid of getting on planes?
Chat, I have a hard time on planes. I'm going to say it out loud. My anxiety makes me freak out on planes. I went, to take a flight. I literally, my hands get clammy and I can't sit still. Like I legit, my anxiety flares up in a plane. I started thinking bad thoughts and it gets really, really bad. I once had to take a 48-minute flight and I couldn't relax through the entire time. Okay? Who cares, bro? Which is really weird because I used to fly all the time when I went to Mexico. It's a beautiful place, by the way. I love
What
Mexico.
is up with this dude? He's completely lost his mind. But of course, he talks a lot about Reddit being very cruel and that Charlie is taking his talking points from Reddit. Well, here's Hasan in his subreddit talking about his video, saying pretty disappointing video from Charlie.
Okay.
And then his community saying, mentions this, but not the serial harassment podcast. Come on now.
What the hell is that? Oh, is that the H3 podcast? Whatever, go ahead.
I'm not terminally online enough to know what this is even referencing in the first place, but let's go to the next one. I said in a comment a couple of days ago, he just follows the side of popular public opinion. He is a spineless fool.
No, that's Jellywig. Charlie just doesn't care, bro. He has too much stuff to... He's like... Got like a million things going on. Like, why would you think he cares?
About a week ago, I talked about Charlie, and this whole situation kind of flew under my radar for a couple of weeks, but after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, he made a video. And like I said, I didn't see it until very recently. But
this video covers everything. That's pretty good.
Moistcritikal was crucified for coming out and condemning an act of political violence while saying, hey, I don't agree with the guy's takes politically, but what happened to him is horrible.
And I can't believe that's such a... Oh my God, bro. I hate people. I really do. I can't stand people. I just can't, bro. Like, I try to stay chill, and, some of these topics do get to me, but it's like... Oh my gosh, bro. It's weird seeing what people have to go through when just one side of the aisle is so unhinged that you can't even say that, hey, taking someone's life is bad. Believe it or not. It's like, I don't know, bro. I'm not, it's not, like I say, I try to stay as non-political as I can, but there's just no justifying silencing someone's voice like that, right? That's you taking the ultimate L if you couldn't even beat him in a debate and you had to resort to that. That's my opinion, though. But still, bro, whatever.
And we saw people on Reddit and TikTok going after him. You know what? For a guy again who's
knowing Charlie, I feel like he would not even have noticed. I think Charlie is not a fan of short form content. I think the only time he ever did short form content is when he was sitting on the toilet, and I think he only did it a few times because it generated him a total of like a Snickers bar for like 1 million view TikTok or something like that.
Always accused of being a fence sitter. I'm very proud of Charlie for having a spine. For saying, you know what? This might upset a portion of my audience, but I'm going to condemn this because it's the right thing to do. And he did that. If he was truly spineless, he would have said nothing about this Hasan situation, but he put himself out there, knowing, again, people in his own audience and some of his connections might be mad at him for speaking out against this. So I think it's very ironic that people are calling him spineless for doing this. Here's another comment saying, Charlie felt that he accumulated a small amount of goodwill from the left because of his anti-Israel video. So he immediately had to follow up with a anti-Hasan video to squash that misunderstanding. It must be exhausting balancing on top of that fence with his bony ass. Weird thing to say at the end there, but
also I think he's probably his glutes are probably pretty, because he's really good about he loves lifting and he probably does like deadlifts and stuff like that. That's not the point. Go ahead.
Also, it must be exhausting. It must be exhausting being a terminally online person.
Bro, this dude just made up an entire narrative by himself that Charlie will never see and just ran with it. That's so funny, bro.
Use people like this who thinks they're a monster for coming out and saying, using a shock collar on a dog for simply moving off of its bed while it was planted there like a prop.
Okay.
Every day on stream. That's a bit weird. That's something that is really exhausting and terrible. No, this is exhausting. These people are exhausting. This is 100% Charlie giving chum to the Sharks after speaking out against the IDF. Do you think that...
Oh, right, because he was like talking about VShojo, the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Moistcritikal made his video in response to anything to do with the IDF. Are you that captured by your own worldview that is something plausible? It's completely insane.
Shout out to the IDF.
But Asmongold,
not that one, the Immune Deficiency Foundation,
would have a lot to say about Hasan and his community, because people like Asmongold, people like me too, we get accused all the time of having the most toxic and reckless communities out there. But nothing like this happens in our communities. In fact, what Hasan does is so dangerous. And the rhetoric he has spewed is so normalized in his community that people are harassed for even daring to speak out against him about anything.
His community is extremely toxic. They are extremely hostile. How do I know that? Because they've gone after me. They've gotten mad at me. I would say that Hasan probably has, and I'm sure he would say that I probably have one of the most toxic, if not the most toxic communities on the internet.
Right.
Like I would say, I mean, to an extent. And why is that? Is it because there's a lot of people that watch us? Maybe that's it. I don't know.
There's definitely going to be, for Asmon, there's definitely going to be toxic people in his community. But from what I've heard, the Roaches have always been pretty cool. It's like maybe a section of people in his community are toxic that he doesn't even agree with himself, but like, you know what I'm saying?
But either way, like, his community is extremely toxic, hyper aggressive. They love, as soon as somebody is like, they're calling Charlie a Nazi, a right winger, and all this stuff because he brought this stuff up. This is, what are you doing? Like, whenever you're a community and you're going to that length and you're getting that radical about something, what ends up happening is that, like, there's a lot of, again, like, just reasonable people that are in the middle that see this and they're like, wow, that's kind of weird. Like, what the
wow.
And so also a lot of other content creators don't want to criticize somebody like Hasan because Hasan's community is hyper aggressive.
I think it's because people rather just not take the trouble of doing that. Now, I know there's people like Tectone, when he was still making content, that he wanted all the smoke. He's like that one gif, I want problems always. It's like him, Nux, who else? Ethan. Like, the people who are really on his ass, they could take it, but the average streamer, content creator, commentary. Oh, also more Pegasus, obviously, dude. More Pegasus is on him. Like, he's on him like white on rice, brother. That's for sure. But for everyone else, like, there's just so much content to talk about. It's probably not even worth spending the time to talk about Hasan, right? It's just like, you might as well not take that headache and go get views on something else that is probably going to get you more views and be less divisive, right?
Are very vigilant. They will go out and make tweets about you and accuse you of things that are just totally insane. Just say slanderous, awful things about you for really no reason other than you being on the wrong side of a certain issue.
Right.
So that's really, find your personal info too. Exactly. Yeah, you've got more and more and more of that. And that's the big reason why a lot of his friends probably don't call him out on this.
Right.
I mean, and maybe some of them agree with it. They think it's not happening. But I'm sure, like, why is it that nobody's ever criticized this outside of, like, you know, the people that are around, like, kind of like my circle, I guess? Well, the reason why is because they don't want to be victims of that type of harassment.
Yeah.
I'm going to play this quick clip right here where Asmongold seems to have more care for a cockroach than Hasan does for his own dog.
Oh, God! Get him out of me! What are you doing, bro? Get out of my... Go in the garbage can.
Put him in the garbage can.
Give me a minute. I got him. He right? I can't my mouth.
That's right.
She's going to go let him out the door.
The joke is always, oh, cockroaches are crawling all over Asmon. Well, he caught one and then carried it outside.
That's pretty funny.
I know it's a bit of a goofy comparison, but hey.
It's pretty funny. I'll say that. It's pretty funny.
He seems to have more respect for a cockroach than Hasan does for his own dog. But here's another situation with this Pooper Noodle individual. I don't know if that's their government name, but they say here that they deleted a tweet, and it's not worth the harassment and the toll on their mental health. The hate.
I'm telling you, bro, it really is. It's just not worth it for people. And I completely understand and agree that it's just not worth it, right? Like, I mean, obviously I'm talking about it, but I'm going to talk about this and then talk about some other stuff, right? I'm constantly keeping the content cycle going, but I completely understand when you just don't want to talk about something because it's like, brother, I got to think about me here. And I agree. You should think about you, right? Think about your mental health. Think about how just don't take that harassment, bro. Rather than get harassed, just go laugh at a video or something. You know what I'm saying?
Seeing dogs in pain, and they show a picture of their dog. So what happened here?
He's at the beach.
Why was this individual harassed? Well, they came out with a post criticizing Hasan Piker.
Remember that person who props on your stream in your content, they should be allowed to come on as long as they please. There were I wish I could use my cat for content, but she's never in here. My little fat Bubba. I call her that. A little fat girl. I love her. I love that cat more than anything, but she's not in my room right now. She walked out.
And calling out abuse of
She's
animals.
doing her little cat things.
And you can see the totally normal responses from Hasan's community. And eventually she had to delete her tweets because she was being harassed for simply calling out what he did. And also, Ethan Klein brings up a good point, something I talked about the other day. Imagine if Ethan Klein did something like Hasan. If he live on Twitch electrocuted his dog. Do you think the Anisas, the iDubbbz, the Taylor Lorenzes, Mike from PAs, and other Hasan riders would ever let that go?
I definitely think that if this sort of happened, like if, I mean, the only one that I know that actually has a dog is, again, Tectone, even though I talk about him, even though he probably hates me, he has me blocked on Twitter, but if Tectone did that to Mango, he would be banned. He'd immediately be banned. It's not even close, bro. It's obvious that he would be banned. And at least now we know that things that one side can do, the other side can't do.
Would they ever try to justify it? No. They would be talking about it literally till the world ends. But Hasan does it, and they do everything in their power to twist themselves into a pretzel to rationalize
nothing twisted.
what he did.
Testicular
Now, also, PETA would come out
torsion.
and make a statement saying that using shock collars is dangerous and bad for animals. Now, I would respond to PETA, but unfortunately, that is one of the more interesting blocks I've ever had in my life.
Have I been blocked by PETA? I've been blocked by some interesting people. Mostly, like, all the super weird people on Twitter, or all the weird VTubers. No, I haven't been blocked. I don't think I've been blocked by anyone fun. I get blocked by all the shit-ass V-tweeters, like, you know, them.
I guess it's because I posted,
suspects.
like, anime girls eating burgers at them. They didn't like that,
that'll
but
do
also,
it. Yeah,
like,
that'll
keep
do
in
it.
mind, PETA euthanizes more animals than they actually save.
Jesus
which is
Christ.
a disturbing fact. But
Also,
really,
I would like to let the chat know that, in fact, my girl came back. Come here, baby. Come here, Bubba. Come here, mama. Oh, baby girl. Hey, Bubba. My little cat. I put her on my desk.
that's all I got for today. I want to share one more thing. I was on Side Scrollers today, which, if you guys know my channel and you've been following for a while, you know I don't collab with many people. I can count on one hand how many channels.
Is Kirshe on here, or is it just that? Is she part of this podcast, or is she just a frequent collaborator?
I have collabed with in one of the channels.
Hi, Mama.
The owner I'm married to. So me and my wife, we went on Side Scrollers today. It was a really good time. I look forward to coming back at some point, but I'll put a link to this in the description because we were on for like 2 hours and we talked about a lot of interesting stuff, including some of the topics we talked about today. So really like Craig and everyone involved with Side Scrollers. So I definitely want to give them some support, and I appreciate being on their show. But anyways, that's going to do it for day 3 of Collargate. Where this goes from here, I don't know. It's probably going to continue because that's the way things are. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
I just wanted to get like a video that's going to give me a whole recap on what's been going on so far. So far, I don't think anything else has happened since then. So I think we can just maybe make this a one and done, hopefully. I don't know. I don't think a lot of things have happened since this video came out. But yeah, anyways, chat, let me know how you guys feel. Come like, subscribe, say hi to my kitty cat. Chat, come like, subscribe, I'll catch you gamers in the next one. Bye.